Guys, here's the thing. Suidlanders is constituted under international law. Now, that international law was not devised by ultra-conservatives. That international law, the Geneva Conventions of 1949, and the protocols additional to the Geneva Conventions, protocols 1, 2, and 3, 3 doesn't really count in our case, were devised by do-gooders, by bleeding hearts, which is not to say that they were wrong, but these are not neo-fascist, or these are not the initiative, these protocols additional to the Geneva Conventions, of neo-fascists. It's the United Nations, let's say the nations of the world that devised these laws. And we operate under them. We operate on their terms. We do nothing illegal. Nothing. Nothing whatsoever. And you don't have to believe me when I say that. Consider for yourself that we are a whites-only organization in the new South African Rainbow Nation, as they call it. But we're a whites-only organization because that's what the law permits, right? Therefore, you can imagine for yourselves how much attention the state gives us, how much attention we attract from the organs of state, particularly the intelligence services. And they have never, not once, even alleged that we are doing anything illegal, much less taken us to court, prosecuted us, much less convicted us. So don't believe me when I say that we're not doing anything wrong. Believe the new South African Rainbow Nation that hates us and that spends hundreds of millions of rand a year to spy on us, to track us, to monitor us. By the standards of the new South Africa, arguably the most liberal society in the world, we are not doing anything wrong. There are these initiatives like PayPal banning us, the attacks against me, the attacks against my children, the attacks against Mr. Miller. I mean, despicable allegations made against one of the finest Christian men you could ever wish to meet in your life. A man of impeccable morals. They have stooped to to the lowest levels you can imagine. What they're doing is hampering, hindering, obstructing, fouling our operations as a civil defense organization constituted under the specific provisions of international law and the specific provisions of South African law. I do not like people who threaten. I don't like that mentality of bullying, intimidating. Come outside and I'll beat you up. That kind of behavior. Therefore, I don't want to sound like that sort of a person. But I will say the following. Know this and know it well. When the time is ripe, we will remember those who hampered our ability. As God witnesses us, this will happen. As it is, We have a pro bono lawyer, a little legal team that does work for us. And they and others compile on an ongoing basis dossiers of these events. We will, in the final reckoning, we will seek justice, and we shall get it. Mark these words and mark them well.